Casey Ho fam, Privyet, my Russian comrades. I've been getting a lot of requests for people saying, "Hey, can you talk about what's going on in America?" Because we don't know. There's a lot of stuff that's not reported here, and I have a few topics I'm going to talk about. Excuse me while I get situated in my chair. Um, I'm going to use this also for our international. Well, I guess it would be international. The greatest internet radio station ever, darkskyradio.com. Again, that's darkskyradio.com, darkskyradio.com. I'm going to use this. I'm going to strip out the audio, and we're going to work this into Revolution Episode 2. And we're going to talk about a few things that I have come to find out. So let's start off with Donald Trump. Donald Trump is facing major opposition. There is a constant push to say that Russia has interfered with the election. There is no proof to that whatsoever. Okay, there is no proof to that whatsoever. They're basing it on the fact that Donald Trump likes Putin. Okay, and if you are a regular viewer of this channel, you kind of know this kind of discovery process I've been going through as an American with Russia and propaganda and whatnot. So I think that's the cause of it. Who is behind this, you say? Well, it's Donald Trump has come out and said that it's Barack Obama. Barack Obama has decided to stay in Washington, D.C. Typically, when a president ends his term, he goes back home, right? And he builds a library, and he does different things. But he's decided to stay here, and this is from his own mouth, that he's going to stay in Washington, D.C. and fight against Donald Trump and his agenda. So these reports are coming out that are completely crazy, not true. There's a dossier that has surfaced that got to John McCain, who I hate. He is my senator. I hate him. I don't understand why we keep re-electing Frankenstein to represent us as the people. And people say, well, he's a war hero. He's a war hero. He's not a war hero, right? He's not a war hero, dude. He's just like every other POW. What did he do that's brave? Well, he didn't. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Vietnam was a long time ago. I know that sounds cold, but the guy is shifty. He left his family. All right. I'm gonna go off on my John McCain. My head just explode because I hate John McCain. He's just. He thinks he's ruling class. I don't respect him as a man. Period. I don't respect him as a man. Anyways. So this dossier got to John McCain's hands, and he hand-walked it over, to Congress to say we need to look into this. And there's all kinds of crazy accusations that aren't proven. And Putin has kind of been in the news because he was asked about the dossier. And the clip that they showed in American News was hilarious. And they asked him, is there any truth to this dossier business that you've compromised President Trump? Because the dossier said that there are Russian prostitutes, and Trump was paying them to pee on them and do all kinds of just, I don't, okay. So Putin's response was, okay, first of all, we never had Donald Trump pigeonholed like that. We never approached him like that. He was never a target of that. We do that sometimes, but not to Trump. And by the way, even if we did, could you blame him? Have you seen our prostitutes? They're beautiful. And I was like, what, dude? Putin, man. Putin is a gift that keeps on giving. I catch grief from my friends because I like Putin. I think he cracks me up. I mean, he's really funny, right? And I think his moves that he's doing, like the Crimea, is a big deal. He invaded a nation, Russian aggression. It's Red Scare tactics again from the Democrats, right? And Republicans too. Anybody who really wants the purse strings of the American economy. He valid reasons, Putin stepping into Crimea. Why are we in Afghanistan? Same reason. The jihadists just look different. They just, yeah, right? So, like, the American jihadists that we fight against just have dark skin, right? The Russian jihadists that they fight against just happen to be vanilla faces, but it's like, oh no. And I think it's unfortunate. So that's a piece of news that you don't hear much about. And Trump is just getting hammered on it. But a lot of Americans don't care. A lot of Americans have made a distinction. The establishment, Republicans and Democrats, and the media versus Donald Trump in this movement. And there's almost like a nationalist, almost Nazi swirl around Donald Trump. And I don't mean Nazi swirl like we're going to start rounding people up, although some people say that because of his immigration ban. But almost like fever of treating him like his base treats him like the Fuhrer, which is, I like Trump, but I'm a little cautious. I'm a little skittish, right? I don't. What's he going to do? I don't know. Let's see. The proof's in the pudding. Let's see. But there's almost a Fuhrer like Trump. That's my Hitler mustache. I don't have a prop, so I just use my finger. It's a little. Sometimes it's a little like I don't know. Let's see. This is going to be a wild, crazy ride. But I also think too to keep in mind. I know a lot of like my Indian friends out there love Barack Obama, right? He was a very oppressive president to the average American person, stripping away freedoms and liberties and doing all kinds of stuff. And so basically, in society, you have a neutral pendulum, right, of social norms, where there's common sense, there's decency, there's all these things. And what ends up happening is movements come and they start rocking the pendulum, right? So as we rock it and we go over this way, it becomes much more liberal. As we come more this way, it becomes much more conservative. But ideally, you want that pendulum to fall in the middle because people have freedom, people have laws. Freedom is protected for all people, not, just, whatever, social engineering. So what Obama did is he swung this pendulum over to social engineering, which meant, we're going to do things like, transgenders in the army, transgender bathrooms, let's promote the shimmies, which is a she-him. It's an American term. And Donald Trump was elected by the people, because the American people are typically just common people who just want to work hard, pay their taxes, maybe have a nice little something on the side. And they revolted. And it was a revolution without bullets, and it swung the pendulum all the way over to the right now, where Trump is almost an anarchist. He's almost like something completely different. And I would mention this: what Voltaire says, a society gets the villains they deserve. So we have that going on in the news. So there's this constant fight going on. Here's one. It's a little alarming that nobody's talking about. ISIS has gotten drones now, and they're using drones to go bomb and kill people, so they don't have to put their troops in harm's way. ISIS has drones. ISIS has drones. What the hell, dude? How long do you think it's going to be before there's drone attacks in America? Or there are drone attacks at Christmas time, or, whatever festival, Holi. How long do you think before Pakistan gets drones? And they decide they're going to drone attack over the border, or Ukraine gets drones. How long before there's drone attacks on Israel? Absolutely ridiculous craziness. Am I right? It's absolute craziness, and that's nothing. Nobody is reporting it because people would freak out. And I think you're going to see more of this. I think you're going to see a high-tech terrorism. You load up your drone with a little mini dirty grenade, not a dirty bomb, and you fly it over and you drop it on somebody. You drop it on people. The world's becoming absolutely crazy. There's a verse in Bible prophecy that talks about the arrow by day and the terror by night. And I think these are the times we're living in. So that's another piece of news that's not reported at all here. in America. I mean, it's out there, but nobody is picking it up. Nobody is picking it up. So what's going on with you guys? What are the things that you hear in Russia and India that nobody is reporting? Why don't you leave a comment down there? And for our radio listeners, they're like, what is he talking about? Comment down. This is a video. I'm pointing down for the comment down there. So check that out. And check out our website, darkskyradio.com, darkskyradio.com, darkskyradio.com. And I'll catch you guys later. Peach. I just said peach. What the hell's going on? You know what's going on? It's too early, dude. It's too early. The professor's all bug-eyed. He's cracked out. He's been up all night making videos. So hit me up with a comment. I'll call it peace and much love, guys. I'll catch you later.